Well, spending announcements in the lead up to elections are nothing new, but the rate at which the Trudeau Liberals are making those announcements is changing the game. Ever since Parliament adjourned, the Liberals have been making announcements, dozens of them every single day. Our political correspondent David Akin tracked those numbers. On Monday and Tuesday of this week, there were 50 announcements totaling $1.5 billion. And on Wednesday, there were 22 more announcements. We're going to bring in Danielle Smith from 770 CHQR this morning to continue the conversation on this story. Danielle, what do you think of all this?
This takes it to an entirely new level. I'll be speaking with David Akin today, who's been watching federal politics for some time, to find out just how unprecedented this level of spending really is. I mean, he's been tracking it, and others have been doing some excellent news reporting off his excellent news reporting, drawing the connections between why are they choosing certain ridings. And what you often find is that the announcements are taking place in ridings where the Liberals either just barely won or that are currently held by Conservatives, and the Liberals came in second. So it's entirely strategic. And I think that a lot of people have many questions about why this should even be allowed, since we're so close to an election campaign. We have Elections Canada obsessing over making sure every third-party advertiser who might buy $500 worth of Facebook ads and potentially influence your vote is properly registered to account for every dollar they spend. Meanwhile, you've got billions of dollars being shoveled out the door in order to, quite frankly, just brazenly buy votes. So we're going to see if David Akin has some insights about why it is it seems like there's one rules for private citizens and private organizations who want to get involved in influencing votes, and another set of rules for government.
And what's the big question that you're going to be asking Akin when you talk to him?
Well, whether there needs to be some regulation around this. I mean, we've already talked about there being blackout periods for advertising in a lead up to an election campaign. This is kind of the same thing. I mean, there have been big news stories that have been breaking, and it's been kind of bizarre. Like when the SNC-Lavalin Ethics Commissioner report came out, everybody was waiting for a press conference for Justin Trudeau, and you had to wait through 20 minutes of him making a spending announcement with a bunch of municipal leaders in Ontario, because that was just that was part of what his itinerary was. And so you have to question whether or not he's focused on the big issues or if he's just working on an election campaign early. And if he is, then call the election so that all the rules apply and that everybody can be on the same level playing field. It seems a little bit sneaky to be trying to do all of this electioneering on government dime, on taxpayer dollars, before everybody else has a fair chance to get in the race.
Danielle Smith, thanks as always.
Thanks.